I want to take the time to introduce myself and our volunteers who work hard to offer a variety of programming for all veterans, including those with PTSD. I myself am a U.S. Army veteran, served the 10th Mountain Division. I was a sniper, spent 2.5 years in Iraq. Our other veterans that served in our program will be introduced to you later. They all have a variety of experiences that offer a lot of background to these veterans in the programming. I founded an Art of War project because I saw a need in the veteran community for veterans to be able to express themselves in a positive and healthy way rather than to rely on medicating and self-medicating with drugs and alcohol that can lead to very dark and not sustainable paths. We offer creative outlets to a lot of veterans to be involved in the community and to be a positive influence on those around them.
I served in the United States Marine Corps for 8 years. I deployed twice to Iraq. My last deployment was with the 4th Civil Affairs Group out of Washington, D.C. We were charged to go to the city of Fallujah and to discover what the local leaders and who were the decision makers to help control that environment from terrorist activity and the influence they had in the area. I think the main thing the military experience affected me in a negative way is the way I handle stress in my life. And I've since learned to control the way that it affected me. And so where stressful situations in the past I could let brush off, they tend to linger more with me. My preferred practice of art's definitely painting, more specifically with acrylic paints. I had always, throughout my childhood, kind of dabbled in the arts, whether it was sketching, drawing, what it might be. After I got out of the Marine Corps, I kind of gravitated towards painting in very large formats with acrylic paints. It was just a way for me to emotionally express myself visually as I was exploring ways to help kind of get back to a new normal. Yeah, there's moments where you get those emotional burns inside, or something might not have had a good day, and I tend to go out to my little workshop out in back of my house, put on some music, grab a blank canvas, and just allow myself to work through whatever thoughts or emotions or whatever's happening in my life. I'm able to then just really focus down on myself, and that art allows me to do that through a single vision on a project.
I joined in July of 2001, signed up as an 88 mic, which is a truck driver, served in Iraq from 2004 to 2005, hauling equipment across Iraq, and then once I got back home, switched over to public affairs, and stayed in until about 2012, telling soldiers' stories with my camera, essentially. When I first came back, I didn't understand that I had PTSD. Luckily, my best friend, Crook, who also served overseas with me, he went into the VA for help. And through him going through his PTSD therapy, I kind of got the hint that I had it as well. But then I eventually went into treatment, did some cognitive therapy, and got my life back on track. And honestly, my still cameras saved my life. I was able to pick it up and push all my PTSD through that, essentially. So now on a day-to-day basis, I'm always behind a camera, I'm always shooting things, and life's a lot better. Photojournalism, photography is my preferred medium. It's like my little safety clutch. Without my camera, I don't like going into crowded spaces, I don't like interacting with people. I'm basically a hermit. But with the help of my camera, I've learned to become more comfortable in crowded spaces, more comfortable around people, and that's expanded outside of the camera as well. It's still uncomfortable to this day, I still don't enjoy it as much, but I'm able to do it, and I'm able to get out of the house, and I'm able to interact with people and feel somewhat normal again.
My role was, I was a 92 Fox, and I delivered fuel, water, and ammo in a tank battalion with the Big Red One, stationed in Germany. I guess my overall experience was great, I guess. There was highs and lows with military service like anyone else, of course. I think I just got lucky with the duty station and the group of guys that I was with, and even our deployment, as rough as it was, there was something special about it, and just kind of created a bond with my fellow soldiers, and that still lives with me to this day. We had a pretty rough deployment, to be blunt, I guess. 15 months in Ramadi, and we lost a lot of good guys. That's something that just doesn't leave with you. When you talk to one person one day and they're gone a few hours later. So I think that was probably the roughest part of like reintegrating back into civilian life, is just like trying to like live with those memories of kind of all the chaos and destruction that one sees when they're deployed to Iraq or Afghanistan. I'm a filmmaker. I've been making films for about 5 years now. Just randomly stumbled on a film school one day. Had no idea that schools like that existed. And I'm, I guess, really fortunate to have stepped in there and signed up, because I haven't looked back since, and it's just been a great outlet for me to produce films, and also be surrounded by talented filmmakers that help me produce award-winning short films. So so far it's been a great ride. It keeps me focused on something other than thinking about the past, I guess. And by the past, just kind of like the lows of military service, I guess. And I guess I was also lucky because I found some parallels between the film industry and the military, with their hierarchy, and it's chaotic one second and then hurry up and wait the next second, like all the soldiers are accustomed to. So I just kind of found this connection that was really similar to the military with filmmaking, and I'm lucky that I found that, I guess.
So as you can see, we have a good variety of veterans involved, and veterans with different backgrounds, different experiences, and they're all offering their experiences and their paths to our community, to allow veterans in our community to be successful and to be a positive and healthy influence on other veterans.